The past several years have occasioned an overdue reckoning on questions of race and representation in the art world, and Gagosian has made moves that many people I spoke to praised as shrewd. In 2021, he hired Antwaun Sargent, a young black writer and curator. Gagosian was uncharacteristically forthright about his motivation. "I may not see things as well as I saw things 20 or 30 years ago," he told the Times, adding, "With somebody like Antwaun, I'm able to refresh my perspective." Like John Richardson before him, Sargent was an unconventional hire. He'd never worked as a dealer. Sargent, who told me that he has a pretty good barometer around tokenism, sensed that Gagosian was sincere in his intentions, and he immediately warmed to the no-bet-too-big ethos of the gallery. For the debut show in Beverly Hills of the black painter Honor Titus, a series of paintings depicting tennis courts, Sargent got Gagosian to subsidize the construction of an actual tennis court on the gallery floor. The paintings sold. Sargent felt pressured not just to show black artists, but to make deals. "I joined a gallery, not a museum," he said. "The tokenism thing would be to say, 'Okay, Antwaun, tell me your ideas. You don't have to worry about sales.' Instead, they said, 'Hey, you want to do shows? You've got to sell those shows.'" The decision to sign Anna Weyant could also be construed as an example of Gagosian's ability to adapt. Weyant, who grew up in Calgary and graduated from the Rhode Island School of Design in 2017, is one of those fledgling talents originally boosted by Ellie Rhines of 56 Henry. As recently as 2019, Rhines was selling drawings of Weyant's on a beach towel at an art fair in the Hamptons for $450 each. But after selling one piece to Larry Gagosian, Weyant ended up moving to a larger gallery, Blum & Poe. "I was absolutely heartbroken," Rhines said, which raised her prices considerably. Gagosian and Weyant became romantically involved after he started collecting her work, but before she left Blum & Poe to join his gallery, and both have been circumspect about discussing their relationship. From the outside, it is easy to suppose that this improbable liaison involves a familiar transaction. But unlike Susan Alexander, the hopeless vocalist in Citizen Kane, who is promoted to the opera stage by her powerful older lover, Weyant has unquestionable skill. "She's a good painter," Gagosian told me, with his usual linguistic economy. And Rhines, who remains friends with Weyant, says she believes that Weyant's bond with Gagosian is genuine. Invoking the mischievous quality of Weyant's art, lush studies of female figures, in the manner of Balthus or Curran, Rhines said, "She kind of likes to be naughty and subversive, and there's something naughty and subversive about being with Larry." The Wall Street Journal, laying it on a bit thick, described Weyant as the millennial Botticelli, and there's little doubt that wealthy collectors in Gagosian's circle have fueled the vertiginous escalation of her prices. The Journal quoted Gagosian saying, "I'm just trying to protect her from the big bad wolves." Talk about being in on the joke. Late last year, Weyant had a solo show at Gagosian on Madison Avenue. A centerpiece of the exhibition was a large painting of a blonde woman standing on one foot with her arms outstretched. Her toes graze a disembodied face lying horizontally at the bottom of the frame, her own face, as if she were pirouetting on it. The model for the painting, Sophia Cohen, is a friend of Weyant's, and happens to be an associate director at the gallery. Sophia is also Steve Cohen's daughter. Of course, museums are filled with portraits of noblemen's daughters, but as I gazed at the painting, it seemed that Weyant was saying the quiet part out loud.